You okay? Are you okay?
Yes.
Okay, guys. Here, to walk is okay. Okay, guys, I give you instruction in the dressing room. They happen a clean mouth, okay? Le di instrucción en el camerino. Vamos a una pelea limpia. Okay,
Jacob Gomez has previously defeated 2 unbeaten fighters before, vows to make it a 3rd tonight. Marksman says he's never been more prepared after sparring with Shakur Stevenson in preparation for this fight. A 10-week training camp. He's got the crowd behind him as well. Let's see what happens here. 10 rounds live from Orlando, Florida.
Yeah, the 2 fighters that Marksman mentioned have been mentors for him over the last few months. One was Shakur Stevenson, who he sparred with. The other, Andre Ward, who he said he got to talk to when he was out in Vegas for that camp.
When it comes to undefeated fighters, I like to look at the resume. Who's fought better opposition? And you mentioned Gomez has a couple undefeated guys, but Marksman has 6 undefeated opponents in his 13 fights. This is an impressive resume with a fighter going on in 13 fights.
Gomez, the southpaw, already targeting the body with a straight left hand.
And you get back, the confidence that Marksman got sparring with great Shakur Stevenson is only going to make him even better tonight.
You see Marksman coming out in that orthodox position. You'll see him switch stances over the course of the fight. That's part of his style.
You can see that Gomez has the slightly heavier hands, even though they both have similar knockout ratios. It's slightly heavier hands with Gomez. Marksman's a little bit more accurate, hence his last name.
Both men describing this as the biggest fight of their lives because, Sergio, there's not a lot of job security in this sport, and the winner gets a matchroom contract. That is huge for a young fighter.
Hey, listen, they said there's a recession around the corner, so you want to block up that contract if you're these fighters.
Nice jab there from Marksman. Cut Gomez off with the back.
That's financial advice by Sergio Mora.
Look how smooth both these fighters are. They don't punch, they don't fall off balance. I'm really impressed right now with both these guys. Normally when I see an unblemished record, I'm kind of cautious about it, think twice about it. Both these guys have good technique, good snap on that punch.
Gomez backing Marksman up in the corner.
Yeah, this is where Gomez wants to be. He is a come-forward pressure fighter, likes to back you against the ropes, create offense that way.
I like the way he hooked around the top of the guard of Marksman right now. Went downstairs and kind of a corkscrew right hook around the guard. Love seeing the creativity from young fighters.
Marksman's defense has been pretty good in this round. In sequences like that, he's backed up against the ropes in a competitive round. Those are the kind of sequences that can stick with the judges.
When I was studying Gomez, I love the body punching, but he has an excellent right hook. And anytime I'm studying southpaws, and once I see that hook come around slinging it, I'm like, yeah, this guy's good. There it is, right there.
And that clipped Gomez, it appeared a little bit.
Yeah, it did.
Got him again with the right hand, and this crowd is fired up. And Marksman's got to be careful not to get carried away, Sergio.
Yeah, and both of them exchanging hooks right now, but Marksman the one that got the best of him, but it just worked up Gomez.
Very entertaining opening round here between these two.
You gotta jab your way in.
Quarter hook as well came upstairs. Good finish to the round for Corey Marksman.
Close round. You think maybe Marksman clipped it there at the end or edged it his way.
Both these guys are heavy counter punchers. They need to initiate a jab and try to set the tempo instead of just going gunslinging, going back and forth counter punching. Slow down the tempo with a jab.
How does Gomez look to you at this elevated weight class, Sergio?
He looks excellent. You can see that both of them have sharp punches. They're not heavy hands, but they're both very sharp. I think Gomez looks good.
Yeah, Gomez has fought at 135 before. It's just in recent fights, he's been down at 130. So this is a familiar weight class for him. Gomez I think he's the heavier puncher, Sergio, but Marksman to me is sharper. Like, everything is just sharp in these exchanges.
I can see that. I could definitely see that. But sometimes sharpness hurts opponents more than power. Catching him off guard with speed.
Good body shot there from Marksman.
Yeah, way to fight off the ropes. You see a lot of fighters just trying to circle their way out of danger. Marksman just fought his way out of danger.
I'm going to say something right now. Win, lose, or draw, both these guys are good enough to deserve a contract. But
we're now a round and a half.
I know what I'm seeing, man. Both these guys are good.
Sergio just spending matchers' money during this.
Well, I mean, you got the recession coming, you know?
You get a snack contract. You get a contract.
It's Oprah's.
Oh, good shot.
This is the 14th straight fight Corey Marksman has had in the state of Florida. He's never boxed outside his own state.
Man, Gomez took that shot cleanly by Marksman, right on the tip of the chin.
Well, neither man has been knocked down in their career, so they both, at least on paper, have great chins. And again, as Chris mentioned, we're only a round and a half in, but it seems to me that Jacob's going to have to work a little harder in this fight.
Maybe a little bit. Get out of character a little bit aggressively with the jab. You know, the double and triple your way in with the jab and at the chest.
Oh, double jab. Snapping step for Marksman.
You saw him do that by switching into that southpaw stance.
The only blemish on Marksman's record was a draw in February 2024 against Tony Aguilar. And the fact that he got a binge and a rematch in July of that year.
A beautiful shot by Gomez right there, coming around the guard with a hook left hand, left hand cut. Marksman backing up.
Already a black eye, the right eye of Gomez.
10 seconds.
Man, I love this matchup. I love seeing these matchups whenever a fighter goes 10-0 to a 15-0. Someone has to go, but someone's going to go forward. And roll with those shots.
In 5.
Chris Mannix is our unofficial score for this fight. How do you have it?
Yeah, I've got it 1 round to 1. 19-19 even to start this fight. I thought that Marksman squeezed out the first round after a terrific finish to it, but the second round, thought the activity of Gomez was enough to sneak it out. Easily could be 2-0 either way.
Hurry up and wrap it up. There's too much action, Chris. Shut your pie hole as Gomez is giving to Marksman now here in the
Gomez is getting upstairs. It's Marksman digging downstairs. I mean, look, the headshot looks sexy, but Marksman is actually investing downstairs on some good body shots.
Yeah, I don't know about the just trying to win on decision. Both these guys look like they're going for the KO.
There you go. That's what I want to see from a young fighter, that jab. You get your work in, then go back to the stick. You got to dictate the pace. You got to let the judges know that you're in control. You're fighting at your tempo, and that's what you do with the jab.
Who's going to be stronger in the late rounds? It may come down to that.
Good left hand right there by Gomez. I like that.
Marksman also recently fought in the Team Boxing League. He was 2-0 in that venture. Man, these guys are letting it all go, aren't they? Oh, big right hand from Marksman. And Gomez, he heats it like a champ.
Gomez takes a big shot because Marksman can punch. Not a big puncher, but he has some pop behind that punch. That's 2 shots that Gomez has eaten cleanly.
Yeah, and I like the defense of Marksman too. As soon as he lets that right hand go, it snaps back and is able to block the counter shot of Gomez.
And he's very switchy, so he's ready to roll with the shot behind the big shoulders.
Marksman with a 75% KO ratio. Gomez has 8 knockouts in his 14 wins. But Gomez said, look, at this higher weight class, I'm going to have enough power to clip this guy and get him out of it.
Gomez needs to start jabbing his way in. He already got time by Marksman. Marksman has the slightly faster hands, a quicker trigger. So if you're going to deal with the speed, you got to jab your way in and rely on timing.
Good combination there from Marksman. Down to the body, back upstairs, that low hook.
This is an even-Steven matchup for sure.
No, it's not. I think Marksman's separating himself with defense right now and the right punch selection. First 2 rounds were even, but this one's separating him. Corey Marksman separating himself right here. And you can see Marksman already
10 seconds.
Straight left here from Gomez. Trying to make up some ground here in round 3.
Gomez is not as fast. He's not as quick.
Of Chuck Norris. Well, tonight we're going to give you some Chuck
Walker, Texas Ranger.
Gomez is not a
Hey, dude. Tonight we're going to give you some Chuck Norris fast facts of Chuck. Tonight we're going to give you some
Walker, Texas Ranger clips, and I promise you, you will not be disappointed.
My favorite quote about Chuck Norris is he once killed 2 stones with 1 bird.
There you go.
We got those coming for you all night long. How can you tune away now? You got to stay tuned. And I know Chuck Norris would appreciate these 2 warriors that they're bringing so far as we enter round 4. Nice uppercut there from Marksman.
Gomez better start punching with Marksman because he can't. Gomez is not as fast. He's not as quick as the trigger as Marksman, so you have to punch with him. You got to intercept the shots. Because if you're always relying for Marksman to stop punching, he's just too fast for you.
Good sequence there for Gomez. But instead of landing his shots and getting out of there, Sergio, he stays right in the line of fire.
Yeah, and if you're not going to get an angle and use that southpaw angle, then it defeats the purpose of being a left-hander. Southpaws have an advantage of being left-handed, but if you stand right in front of your opponent, it makes no difference. You're just food. Right there, he should be pivoting. Gomez should be pivoting to one side or the other, trying to outflank Marksman.
Oh, nice right hand from Marksman, who goes downstairs now. The more eye-catching, head-popping shots are coming from the American.
And even when he gets hit with a shot, notice how he rolled with the shot right there. Rolled with the power of Gomez, Marksman did.
Of course, Gomez is also American, but he's from Puerto Rico, wears a Puerto Rican flag. We're talking about Marksman from nearby Sanford, Florida. He's got a lot of fans here in the building.
Nice catching counter by Corey Marksman. Man, what a sharp fighter this man is. Good body shot there by Gomez.
Yeah. Could body shots end up being the difference in this fight, Sergio?
I would think that if I were Gomez, I'll be countering to the body. I can't compete with the hand speed of Marksman, so I can't catch and counter upstairs, but you definitely catch and counter downstairs with both hands. And I will slow down the speed and slow down the legs and the sharpness of Marksman as well.
Oh, nice right hand from Marksman. Gomez just couldn't get out of the way.
Might rock, Gomez. See, right there, he should be flanking. He should be stepping aside. But I don't know if Gomez has that in his arsenal. I don't know if he has footwork like that. He's being broken down right now by the heavier puncher and the heavier punches of Marksman.
And Gomez may have blood coming out of his mouth right now. He's got one free hand. And you're a big fan of that. You got a free hand, let it throw, right?
Let it flow. The referee's letting him punch and grab. Go ahead and do it. I think Gomez might be touched to the body. He's been bending down over his feet a little bit too long. You can't take the pressure. I don't think you take the body shots on the pressure.
Oh, boy.
Not fucking.
For Marksman, we just stand still in front of him.
Time.
But it's nice to see it unravel.
Marksman certainly looks more comfortable in there than Gomez. Oh, there's a nice left, though.
There's a big round for Jacob Gomez. He better do something here to try getting away from him. Not only in momentum and speed, but in rounds.
All right, Chris, how do you have it through 4?
Yeah, I've got a 3-1 in favor of Jacob Marksman. He is, I think, controlling this fight with his accuracy and with his clean power shots. He's really taken over from that second round on. I think that, Gomez is in this fight for sure. The pressure is having some effect, but the accuracy, the power shots, all in favor of Corey Marksman.
If Gomez is not going to jab his way in, he's going to get counted to death by the faster fighter. I mean, you're dealing with speed, so the only way to beat speed is timing.
Well, you talked before about some fighters needing to come in and go with a 2-1 instead of a 1-2. Why are you suggesting he do that?
Corey Marksman heard you say that, turns around and points and said, "Yeah, you're right."
About the 2-1, yes. There you go. See, there you go.
There you go. That's a punch that I used to throw on southpaws. And the thing about a southpaw, he does everything backwards. So yeah, you want to actually confuse a fighter, a sharpshooter like Marksman. You gotta be able to go to that southpaw bag of tricks. Marksman reminds me of Gary Russell Jr. Sharp, fast hands, quick feet, explosive, smart. And that's high praise by an Olympian and a champion in Russell.
You know, the feeling I had coming into this fight was that both these fighters were pretty good, but Marksman maybe had a few more tools in the box, and you're seeing that play out. The defense has been sharp, the footwork's been sharp, the accuracy has been sharp. You see Gomez, he's in it, and he's got a game plan, but Marksman's a little bit of a level above him right now.
Well, we have to take what fighters tell us at their word in these meetings, and he said, I was supposed to...
Good left hand.
Yeah, I was going to say. When he tells us Shakur Stevenson kept him in the ring longer for sparring because he was doing so well, he kept asking him to come back. That speaks volumes about his talent.
And it gives a young fighter, a lot of confidence moving forward. I mean, anytime, you know, I would spar a champion or a former champion, someone with a name, hey, my next fight against a 4-rounder or a 6-rounder, I just have the confidence that I can fly. You know, that's what we're seeing with Corey Marksman right now.
You know, one thing I've liked about some of these matchroom shows, in particular here in the U.S., is that on every show you've got someone like Corey Marksman, ticket seller, somebody that's on the
nice pop shot from that Corey Marksman.
If they perform, they wind up getting big things. So Jordan Martinez performed a few weeks back. Now we've got Corey Marksman. So far in this fight.
Nice check.
Corey's father, Angus Marksman, his trainer in the corner, a former professional Muay Thai fighter. I asked him why he didn't push Corey in that direction. He said Muay Thai is just too brutal. The knees, the elbows, the career just won't be as long or as fruitful.
Yeah, these two once fought on the same card back early in Corey's career. And of course, Todd, you had to be the one to ask him whether Dad won or lost, and he said he lost.
But he really won in the spectators' hearts. Sergio, how's this fight playing out in your mind right now? Which way is it gonna go?
I just think Marksman's way too sharp, man. Accurate, fast. Even his defense is on check. He's fighting with this swag and confidence that when you're firing on cylinders like that, it's just hard to intervene. It's hard to get past that. And I think the more this fight goes, Jacob Gomez realizes he's just outbeat by the faster, maybe even stronger man. Definitely smarter.
Well, when you're not as skilled as your opponent, as it seems that Jacob Gomez is not, what's the strategy now?
Throw caution to the wind, move your head, you gotta rough him up. That's the only thing you can do, man. The only thing you can do with a polished boxer is you gotta get dirty, you gotta get rough. You gotta do whatever you can to win. Those shots that normally you won't throw, overhand, sweeping rights. Attack the body.
I think closing the gap is going to be big for Jacob Gomez to get back into this fight. We saw it in the first couple of rounds. He was able to pin Corey Marksman against the ropes, just like hit this here. But when he's there, he's got to let his hands go, land some shots. Even just hitting on the arms, you've got to let those hands go.
I would just attack the body, because if you're attacking the body of your Gomez, then it's gonna force Marksman to keep those angles checked in and not catching counters. So body shots is the way to go for Gomez.
Right hand there for Gomez.
Right, he should be digging upstairs, but instead it's Marksman digging the liver.
Good overhand right on the ear from Marksman, and that can always knock your equilibrium off.
Good right hand to the body, right hook by Gomez right there. Watch your head, watch your head.
Gomez can sneak some of these rounds.
There you go.
See, a little bit more active.
There you go, Todd. See those two hands downstairs by Gomez? That's what he needs to focus on. That's what actually keeps the boxer from catching and countering. See, you can see that the arms went down on Marksman and not backing up now. Catching his breath, trying to reset. If you're Gomez, go right back downstairs.
Sweeping right hand from Gomez. This is a pretty good round for him, all things considered.
Yes, it is, and it started when he went downstairs to the ribs.
Counter left, though, from Marksman.
See, Gomez should be jabbing his way in. He doesn't have the upper body speed.
10 seconds.
Upper body movement or foot speed, even though this was a good round.
Both men opening up here to end round 6.
An article on Animal Williams. I mean, everything he's gone through, the highs, the lows, the mental, the mental issues, personal problems. I would love this man to do something great tonight, but the odds are against him.
You can read that article on SportsIllustrated.com or go to Chris Mannix's social media pages. Are you opening up comments, Chris? Can you let people comment on your stuff now?
Do you have a Twitter handle anymore?
I've been hacked. You got canceled. I got canceled.
Good right hooks there by Gomez. See, that's what I mean by punching with marksman. You got to intercept in between the speed. You can't keep up with that with quick hands, so punch with him.
Marksman already showing more gumption here in the 7th than he did in round 6.
Let me do my job, okay? Folks.
All right, Chris, through round 6. How do you have it?
Yeah, I've got a 58-56 in favor of Corey Marksman. Much better round for Jacob Gomez. Felt like Marksman started to slow down a little bit. He saw the hands drop to his waist. The body work of Gomez started to pay off. So this fight tightening on my scorecard, 58-56 in favor of Corey Marksman.
And Gomez started off this round really nicely as well. Boxing on the back foot now. Good body shot. That's like boxing. But even on the back foot, he's countering nicely.
Sergio, I feel like if Marksman's going to be able to drop Gomez, it's going to be to the body. He's landed a few of those shots downstairs, and I've seen Gomez clench those elbows tight to his ribcage.
Yep, and that's what I was talking about. Gomez he can take a good shot upstairs, but the longer this fight goes, the more the rounds go, you're getting winded and fatigued. And you gotta take that air away with body shots.
Check out.
Good shot there, bro. Short shot at Gomez.
This is a winner stays on fight. Eddie Hearn basically said, you win, I'll give you a contract. You lose, and maybe we'll see you down the road somewhere.
And back to the body, Marksman. You can see it that Gomez is not liking those body shots.
Okay, stop.
The cameraman was being drawn into the ring there. He's got to get out of the way.
From Marksman going back to that jab. He had a couple of shots there, just sticking that jab up. Good power jab from Corey Marksman. Gomez kind of smiled and went right through, but that's a good scoring shot from Corey Marksman.
Gomez said he started boxing at the age of 9 and never had a fight on the street. I said, how's that possible? He said, well, when my classmates saw me training as a boxer, no one messed with me. Unlike the Sergio, who's fighting in his back lot almost every week.
I actually took you to my area in my backyard. Time East LA. How'd you like it?
I'm impressed you've gotten as far as you've gotten in life.
Atta boy, from East LA to the top, baby. Gomez has a moment, but Marksman just comes right back, man. Just really sharp. I love the accuracy. I love the toughness. I love the swag.
Time.
That left bicep.
Allow time to do the job.
Well, I mean, we've called a lot of Oscar Duarte fights, and you look at his bicep, it looks like it's a little torn as well. But, this is what fighters are, man. We fight through injury. I mean, this is a hurt business.
And Marksman trying to hurt the career of Jacob Gomez, seeking the 5th undefeated fighter that he's going to hand the loss to. But still have 3 rounds to go here from Orlando, Florida.
Here's a must-win round for Jacob Gomez. He's had good swings, good ebb and flows, but Marksman is in control of this fight. Gomez needs to do something great this time to turn the momentum and the sway to get back in his favor.
Nice little jab there in the end of that sequence from Marksman. Oh, hand speed.
All 3 of those shots landed clean, and that's because Gomez, he forgot about the upper body movement. No more footwork. This is when fatigue starts setting in, and this is when speed starts taking over.
Now you see Marksman's got his feet planted in the canvas.
the pop's not there no more. The pop and the punch that we were hearing earlier is not there with Gomez. You can see him slowing down. You can see the technique is starting to fail him. Let's see how he's falling over his front foot.
Nice jab there from Gomez. He's got to take advantage when Marksman kind of shrinks up against the ropes.
A rare jab by Jacob Gomez. This is what he has to do. This is what you do when you're fatigued. You jab your way in with a tight guard. Because it doesn't take too much of your legs and you just jab it straight in.
Left from Gomez after eating a couple jabs from Marksman.
That kind of rocked Marksman. That was a good shot. Good straight left hand.
CompuBox through 7 rounds. Pretty close. Marksman 89 at 262. Gomez 81 at 280. But Chris, to me, it looks like the more definitive, eye-catching shots are coming from Marksman.
Yeah, the flashier shots are coming.
Big right hand that hurt Gomez.
Gomez is hurt.
Just like that. Straight counter right hand.
Gomez was out on his feet for a second.
He's got that left hand down as well as Marksman can capitalize.
If Marksman steps back and throws an overhand left, Gomez is going to be right there for the taking.
That was a big shot by Marksman. This was a competitive round up to that point. Still is, but that was a huge punch.
Yeah, Gomez still didn't look on there, Sergio.
Yeah, Gomez is landing some right hooks himself.
Fucking.
Gomez fighting with pure heart and adrenaline here.
What a slugfest. Gomez landed 2 big right hooks and Marksman just ate up.
What a clash here in
Time.
Take the power and the energy out of Jacob Gomez, and that's what body shots do.
very close round there as we head now to round number 9. You feel like this fight is still in the balance, Sergio, if Gomez can win these last 2?
Yeah, I think he has to win these last 2, and maybe even a knockdown, because I think Marksman has controlled the majority of these rounds, clean with clean punching and ring generalship.
And I think that Gomez's corner is right. They know it. They know they're behind right now. And you got to do something special. And one thing you got to remember here is that this is Corey Marksman's home turf. This is where he fights. He's the Florida guy. And if you're the Florida guy, you got to believe you're going to get the benefit of the doubt from these Florida judges.
That's a great point, Chris, because this is the eighth time that he's fighting a Khabib Royale, and this is his home, and he feels he's amongst his fans and his judges.
It's a little concerning though, Sergio, when all your trainer does is yell at you to come on, let's do it, instead of giving you specific tactical instructions.
That's the last resort of a corner, you know, just to become cheerleaders. Because they know they're in there with a sharpshooter, a sniper, in Corey Marksman. So they've already rented a bag of tricks. Now it just comes down to toughness.
Oh, he's eating too many of those, but delivers a right of his own.
That head of Gomez just a stationary target. No movement. He's trying to step into these straight left hands. But Marksman's seeing them coming. He's getting that right hand up every time that Gomez steps into it.
If Marksman can throw 2 jabs to the left hand side of the face of Gomez, he's going to set up a beautiful right hand. Because Gomez keeps dipping to the exact same side. But you need to lead his head there with jabs in order to set him up with a right hand that he won't see coming because the jab will be blocking it.
Marksman vowed that he would win this fight and said it wouldn't even be that close. It is close, but he does appear to be winning.
I don't think it's close. I think it's competitive. You know, I think if you look at the scorecard, the man's winning some rounds. But you got to give a lot of credit to Gomez.
Gomez is tough, and like you said, Sergio, I'd love to see him again. I don't think this should be a one and done for him by any means.
Absolutely.
There's a lot of guys in this division he could beat.
Yeah, Gomez is not going to win this fight without jabbing his way in.
I love the fact that Marksman every once in a while goes for the knockout punch, Sergio. Just plants his feet and bombs away.
Jacob Gomez could take a punch, man. This man could take a shot.
That's the 3rd or 4th time that Marksman, in the middle of a round, has had kind of a mini conversation with his corner.
Blood pouring out of the mouth of Gomez with that shot. 10 seconds to go here in 9. What 10th is going to be a lot of fun.
Time.
Where the head's going to be at, not where it's at.
Ladies and gentlemen, check it out. This is the 10th and final round.
I think Marksman can just box and stay away from Gomez and win this fight, but he's got too much pride, and you're his dad basically saying, go bully this guy.
Not only that, but 3 rounds ago, Marksman says, I got more to show. I got more than that. So he wants to show out. And everything he told Chris Mannix he was going to do, he's doing in front of us, and he's stealing the show with Corey Marksman.
How do you have it scored, Chris, for 9?
Yeah, I've got 88-83 in favor of Corey Marksman. There have been some competitive moments in these rounds, some good power shots landed by Jacob Gomez, but they've been squeezed out by Corey Marksman, who I've got with a pretty sizable lead into this 10th round.
Nice, solid, straight right hand from Marksman there as sweat goes flying off the head of Gomez, who has shown us, at the very least, he has a world-class chin.
Has determination, man. I like how the kid keeps coming forward, looking to poke holes in the defense of Marksman, but he's just way too short.
Both men are in excellent condition. I mean, look how many punches they're throwing here in the 10th round. Gomez coming forward like a bull. He knows he needs a knockdown here in the 10th.
Oh, he's going to get it. He has to hurt Marksman downstairs. I mean, he's just too sharp. The bounce on his feet is still there.
Oh, boy, one of the best punches of the fight there from Marksman.
Yeah, those are opportunities that Jacob Gomez can't pass up. Having Marksman in the corner and just letting him pivot out. You got to let your hands go when you got an opponent like this come to corner.
Look at how comfortable Marksman is now. Flat-footed, rolling his shoulders, catching and countering. Even as Gomez still punching with good pop. No respect. Marksman has no more.
And if you want to be a star in this sport, Sergio, you close strong. You give the fans what they came for, and that's violence. Marksman on the front foot here with a minute to go.
Corey Marksman can easily be outboxing and just put on cruise control here, but like you said, Tom, he wants to close out the show and show out. Forget the contract. He wants another main. He wants the main event slot.
Sanford, Florida's Corey Marksman, the biggest fight of his life, has put up his best performance. But Gomez not willing to surrender. A fantastic battle here at 135 pounds between these two former sparring partners.
Just too fast, too smart, too sharp, too smooth. Corey Marksman. Good body shot right now. What a fighter.
Another right from Marksman.
10 seconds.
10 seconds to go, and you know Marksman's going to throw to the bell. So will Gomez as the crowd rises to their feet here at the Kareem Royale.
Time. Such a sport on time.
Get some 100%.
And just got it. Well, you're going to flip your lid as Terrell Miller returns to the zone, taking on undefeated Showtime. They'll kick off. Showtime. They'll kick off. Showtime. They'll kick off.
Another undefeated fighter and a sharp fight. I'd like to see this kid again.
All right, both scored about 98-92. Rodolfo Aguilar, 90.
Showtime. They'll kick.
I'd like to see this kid again.
All right, David Diamante has the numbers.
Oh, boy.
Gentlemen, after 10 rounds of action here at the Kareem Royale, we go to the judges' score totals. James O'Connor, Braden Jackson both scored about 98-92. Rodolfo Aguilar, 96-94. All three for your winner by unanimous decision. He's still undefeated and the new WBA Continental America's lightweight champion.